Netflix's Extraordinary Attorney Woo has just wrapped up its first fantastic season, culminating with one of the most troubling and emotional cases in Hanbada's history. However, with so many different plot threads, legal wish-wash, and character revelations, the climax to Season 1 of the popular Korean drama series is certainly no simple thing. Let's walk through and explain the confusion in Season 1 of the popular K-drama. The series stars Park Yoon-bin as the titular attorney Woo, a rookie lawyer who has autism spectrum disorder or ASD. She graduated first in her class in one of the top law schools in the country, but it was later revealed that because of her disorder, she received a lot of rejection before Hanbada reconsidered her application. Young-woo has savant syndrome as well as Asperger's, which makes her an exceptional genius with impeccable memory while being very particular about how certain things should be done. She was raised solely by her father Woo Kwang-ho, played by John Bi-soo. Her father gave up practicing law when Young-woo was born. Kwang-ho now runs a gimbap or a Korean rice roll shop. It was established early on in the series that Young-woo only eats gimbap if she can help make it because it was easy for her to see all the ingredients used in one go and predicts the flavor. Upon arriving at Hanbada, she met first the friendly Lee Jun-ho, played by Kang T.O., an employee who works in the firm's litigation department and is liked by everyone. Jun-ho eventually became Young-woo's love interest. There is also head attorney Jung Myung-sok, played by Kang Ki-young, who was initially displeased to learn about Young-woo's condition when she joined his team. However, Myung-sok eventually warmed up to her and became her mentor. An extraordinary attorney tackles more sensitive issues like neurological disorders. In most cases, these conditions are treated as a punchline or a hook, and instead of spreading awareness on these, misrepresentation happens. It's no wonder why the lead actress Park Yoon-bin also declined the role multiple times prior to finally accepting. The actress revealed that she initially questioned her ability to perform the role and whether or not she would quote-unquote hurt anyone given what the role entailed. However, the writers pursued her for over a year, and she eventually accepted. She shared in an interview that she studied the role intensely to make sure it wouldn't seem like she was merely puppeting her way through her performance. She also talked about how the writers and directors consulted with doctors and professionals to treat the narrative with proper sensitivity. Of course, despite Park Yoon-bin and the creators' careful treatment of the narrative, their depiction of autism spectrum is not without its flaws. However, it is a drama that encourages better awareness and discourse surrounding autism and other developmental disorders, tackling themes like workspace ethics, personal relationships, and societal prejudice. The drama also encourages viewers to view autism as a multi-dimensional case. For example, in episode 3, This is Pang-soo, Young-woo and her team had to represent a client who falls on the extreme end of autism spectrum. Young-woo explained that while she can tell the difference between their conditions, other people usually clump them up together in one group and treat people with autism in the same manner. In several episodes, Young-woo's need to repeat certain phrases and expressions to better understand social cues, as well as her habit of counting to 5 before entering rooms, weren't just treated as quote-unquote funny quirks, but rather explained as an actual need for her to cope and process things better. Young-woo's way of suddenly diverting attention mid-topic, especially when she realizes something about a case, was also explained as something that she's hyper-aware of but can do nothing about. The cases portrayed share great truths. Each episode of Extraordinary Attorney Woo focused on different cases, all reflective of real-life scenarios or issues. One episode talked about parents' disbelief over their child's mental health struggles simply because he was a quote-unquote good kid who quote-unquote topped every class. Another talks about a man who quote-unquote kidnapped a group of children from a strict prep school to criticize educational learning systems that prevent children from having a holistic childhood. A recurring theme was also people not knowing much about the law and how it can help them protect their personal assets no matter how small. The drama not only covered side stories relatable to South Koreans, but also to general audiences because it depicted realities that each of us experience or can experience to some extent. It also discussed the moral versus ethical dilemmas attorneys usually go through when dealing with cases. Some scenes are difficult to watch. In the world of Extraordinary Attorney Woo, Young-woo is the first ever lawyer in South Korea who is within the autism spectrum. It follows the similar premise of The Good Doctor, another K-drama later adapted into a Japanese and a Canadian TV series, which follows the story of a savant syndrome diagnosed main character first to enter the medical field in the country. Pop culture has often provided a platform for discourse on many issues, including mental health. However, considering how sensitive issues are often treated poorly in media, it's inevitable for viewers to express concern whenever there's a new work gaining traction centered on such matter. In fact, some South Korean parents whose children are diagnosed with ASD expressed concerns about how some of the scenes were treated and how Young-woo was portrayed. And while other parents who share the same experience found the drama positive, the fact that the series caused waves in such light should serve as a reminder to producers that disorders should aim to inform and educate and must be treated with responsibility. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching this one. Thanks for watching.